Africa. My name is Pauline Alvincia Ferdinandus, NIM 1922 1014. Today in this video, I would like to explaining about Balinese house compound, Goa Gajah, and the making process of Luwak Kafi. Alright, start from Balinese house compound. Traditional Balinese house compound is located at Batuan Village, Gianyar Jansi, and it is 12 or 15 km from Denpasar. The form Balinese house compound is same as any other Balinese house in Bali, but in here the owner keep in that way, so it makes it very unique. Traditional Balinese house compound consists of several buildings with various activities. For the most part, Balinese mansion equipped with large mansion include first Bali Daja. In northern buildings, it is a children room or used as a place of offering. Second is Balai Dangin or Balai Gede. In east building, it is used to make offerings. And third is Balai Delot. In south set building, will be the kitchen. And fourth is Balai Dau in western building. It's usually used for parents' room. And Balinese traditional compound has no special dining room because they eat when and where they like. Most often they eat their meals in the kitchen. The rice barn is used to store the rice for a period of time until they need more rice to be cooked or go to the neighboring market when cash needed. The roof of this structure is made from alang-alang, but sometimes they are made from zinc. In the behind or under the barn, they usually raise their animals such as chicken, ducks, and cows. The Hindus in Bali built their temple in the northeast in the home area, which called the family temple, and they make offerings daily. Traditional Balinese house is a perfect design that takes the concept of Balinese life involved in their social life. All buildings designed based on Balinese architecture with Asta Kosali or Feng Shui. Feng Shui concept include building measurements taken from homeowner size. So every family home will have different house measurements ranging from doors, windows, baths to buildings. What is interesting about visiting this site is we are knowing how the Balinese live their countryside with unique tradition and living in a unique home. And now I would like to explaining about Goa Gajah. Goa Gajah is located in west side of countryside, Bedulu Village, Blabatu Sub-District, and Gianyar Jansi. It is about 27 km from Denpasar. Goa Gajah is a historically significant archaeological site and one of the most popular tourist attraction in Bali. Goa Gajah, or locally known as Elephant Cave because it's close to the Elephant River. The menacing entrance to Goa Gajah looks like a demonic mouth, suggesting that people are entering an underworld as they venture inside through the darkness. Some claim that the entrance represents the Hindu earth god Boma, while others say the mouth belongs to the child eating witch Rangde from Balinese mythology. While there are various animal and forest motifs depicted by carvings on the outer rock face, the giant face of the doorway is considered to be that of an elephant. The elephant cave itself is actually quite small. Inside the T-shaped cave, you can see fragmentary remains of the lingam, the phallic symbol of the Hindu god Shiva, and its female counterpart, the Yoni, plus a statue of Shiva Sun, the 11-headed god Ganesh. Also, yet inside you will find 3 stones wrapped individually in yellow, red, and black cloth. Visitors may be curious about the black soot lines that mark the cave walls. However, despite their mysterious appearance, they are merely the result of incense burning. Those with a keen eye will be able to spot a number of indentations which are a testament to the places where pious ones sat to meditate. As you reach the base, you will come upon the large Wantilan meeting hall and a collection of large ancient stone carvings, some which have been restored to their former glory. A few yards of the cave that is in the middle of cave courtyard. There is a pond of Patirtaan, a place to take tirta or holy water for the ceremony. This holy pond is completed by the statue equipped by showers in from Widyadari, or there it is an angel arranged in a group of 3 lines with 6 statues. That 5 statues have been put back. Perhaps at first time there are 7 fountain statues. A statue was set in the middle as interrupter, but its existence has not been known until now. And now the last one, I would like to explaining how to make luwak coffee, or how the making process of luwak coffee. So luwak coffee originated in Bali, and now Sumatra Island is the world's largest luwak coffee producer. Coincidentally, Sumatra coffee is not the same as luwak coffee that is made in Bali. To clarify or maybe confuse further, luwak coffee, kopi luwak, civet coffee, and cat poop coffee are the same rare beverage. The coffee has a variety of different names for a different reason, but no matter the name, the product remains the same. Kopi luwak has a unique history behind the legend. In the early 18th century, the Dutch established coffee plantation on the volcanic island of the Dutch East Indies. This coffee luwak, Arabica coffee, hails from the mystical island of Bali. The process of brewing coffee luwak dates back to the early 1800s and has remained relatively unchanged. And in early times, plantation hired locals to harvest coffee berries and prohibited them from using any for themselves. It is human nature to want what we cannot have. So the locals found a way to make their own coffee. As a result, luwak coffee was born. Of course, there was some creativity involved here. A few of the workers discovered there were coffee berry seeds in a pile of civet waste on the plantation. Most importantly, here you need to understand that the seed is what makes the coffee. The workers pick the berries, then remove the seed to prepare them for roasting and grinding. Here in the pile of poo were the bare seeds. They decided to wash them, roast them, grind them, and enjoy a cup of unique coffee. Little did they know, the digestive process of the civet had fermented the seed, resulting in a completely new flavor of the coffee that they produce. Alright, that's the last explanation that I explained. Thank you for the attention, sir.